Did Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inflate the national capital's oxygen crisis? The Supreme Court appointed oxygen audit team has put Delhi government in the dock that for allegedly exaggerating the oxygen demand at the peak time of corona pandemic, that in Delhi between April 29 to the 10th of May. Remember, there was a deadly second wave which had created havoc in the city during that time. Now, the audit team that has submitted an interim report before the Supreme Court has concluded that the Delhi government sought 4 times more oxygen than what was in reality required. The report also pointed out that the national capital needed about 300 metric tons of oxygen in the second wave, but Delhi government raised the demand to 1,140 metric tons. The committee informing the Supreme Court that the supply of excess oxygen to Delhi could have triggered a crisis elsewhere, specifically in 12 high caseload states. The Delhi government saying that the oxygen supply is less in the national capital. Remember, the Delhi government had even accused the government at the centre of supplying more oxygen only to BJP-ruled states, thereby neglecting Delhi. So while this has become a huge story politically, BJP already quick to target the Delhi Chief Minister. Our legal correspondent Anisha Mathur will explain what has basically been written in this interim report. Anisha, over to you. What are the key takeaways? Because for the benefit of our viewers, please explain. Is this the Delhi government? Is this the hospitals? What caused the inflation to be announced?
Well, Pooja, this is a 40-page detailed affidavit with reports of each minute of the meeting of this committee, where it has looked into the PESO report and it has looked into what the Delhi government has said in response. There are 3 major takeaways. First of all, that the calculation of oxygen requirement that was done by the Delhi government was using a formula that is different from the central government formula. What in effect has happened is that the Delhi government has calculated its oxygen requirement based on the assumption that 100% of all persons admitted to the ICUs and for the oxygen beds will actually require oxygen at a higher flow rate, which basically means that when you start calculating using higher numbers, your demand will automatically be higher. Secondly, what has happened is that several hospitals seem to have given erroneous data. In fact, the report very clearly says that the data available with us at the moment is completely unreliable because there are several errors made in the data that the hospitals have given to the government. Now, the Delhi government, of course, has told the report also notes that the Delhi government has said that their calculation was based on the data that was filled in the forms by the hospitals. And that is where this entire thing comes to, because the report says that not only was the formula used different, but even the hospitals have made gross errors, and there are several hospitals which greatly exaggerated the amount of oxygen that was necessary for them. Thirdly, what they've said is that apart from the calculation errors, the problem also arose because Delhi did not have the tankers or the storage capacity to keep the oxygen that was allocated to it. So there have been instances, according to the report, where a hospital has said that they do not have more than they have about 12 hours worth of oxygen left, but when the tanker was sent to them, it was found that their oxygen capacity was full. So therefore, even when the excess oxygen was allocated, that oxygen could not actually be taken by the hospitals because there was no storage available. So all of that combined has shown that the crisis is not...
Anisha, yes, what you're telling us is very significant, but it is also very serious. I request you to keep tracking all the latest because this is going to be a top story. Was this about mismanagement? Was it much worse? So for your benefit about what precisely has been written in the interim report, let me now explain one by one the findings that have been now submitted as a report in the Supreme Court. Finding number 1. Delhi government exaggerated, inflated and mentioned much more than was required as an oxygen requirement. This when the centre was distributing it across the country. Finding 2. Sought 4 times, allegedly, more oxygen than the actual demand. Remember, Delhi Chief Minister conducting press conferences saying that there is very less oxygen given to Delhi. Gross discrepancies over oxygen demand. Now, the question will be, where were these discrepancies? Was it at the government level, from the hospital, or the calculation criteria. Finding number 4, error in reporting by the hospitals behind the demand. The hospitals referring to the government about how much do they need. Finding number 5, allocation to the national capital Delhi affected supplies to 12 states. This is huge. This was playing with life of other people who may have required in reality. Finding number 6, consumption did not match the demand figures. This is been mentioned in the report to the Supreme Court. So 6 findings that we have prepared while we await a response from the Delhi Chief Minister. So the Oxygen Audit Committee's initial report to the Supreme Court is on Delhi's oxygen crisis. But while that is now being still read out, politics already erupting. BJP quick to corner the Aam Aadmi Party government in the national capital over alleged inflation of the oxygen demand amid a peak, amid the huge crisis that Delhi had faced. Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson Shambit Patra was also alleging that the Chief Minister Kejriwal tried to create fear and panic. Even Railway Minister Piyush Goyal has now targeted the Delhi Chief Minister, saying it was the times of crisis and such an inflated oxygen need by 4 times affected supply to 12 states that had really high caseload. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar also jumping in, taking to Twitter to slam the Kejriwal government. BJP MP Gautam Gambhir lashing out at Chief Minister, asking him to even hold a press briefing, even apologize to the country if he has, and I quote here, any shame left. Even Shiv Sena also lashing out at Delhi government for alleged inflation and giving rise to such a crisis. We finally have a response now to those attacks coming in from the Delhi government. Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi,